and welcome. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Claudia, a passionate home cook sharing my love for Portuguese cuisine. Once a week, I post a Portuguese recipe video. So if that is something that interests you, make sure you're subscribed. And I also post a weekly vlog on Saturdays. That's more lifestyle related, where I share some of my daily meals and just different things that I'm working on. So if that is something that interests you, make sure that you are subscribed and hit the notification bell. Now, let's get into today's recipe. We're all craving comfort meals and healthier options now that we are into January and we've all overconsumed sugar and very rich foods during the holiday. I am certainly guilty of that. So today we are making feijoada, and feijoada, which is a bean stew, is typically something that is very hearty and very calorie rich. It is usually made with different sausages, chorizo, and just pork, and it's very rich and high in calories. So today I'm bringing you a healthier version of this dish. We're going to make a chicken and spinach feijoada. So chicken and spinach bean stew. So let's go over the ingredients. We'll be using some spinach, white kidney beans that have been cooked already. You can also use canned beans. Of course, we have our chicken. I like using chicken thighs, and I've cut them into pieces and I've already seasoned them with salt and pepper. Parsley, you can also use cilantro. We're gonna use some tomato paste, and this time of the year I like using canned tomatoes, especially when the recipe calls for ripe tomatoes. I find that that's a good option, and also a bit cheaper than buying tomatoes. We're gonna need garlic and bay leaf, 1 diced onion, some chopped up carrots that I've cut into like little coins. We're gonna need chicken stock, and I like using better than bouillon. Cumin, that's gonna add some nice flavor to our bean stew. Some white wine, salt and pepper, of course, and olive oil. Let's get into it. Bora cozinhar. So I'll be using my brazier to make the bean stew in. You could just use like a Dutch oven or any kind of soup pot to make this dish. So in here, I'm going to add in some olive oil to cover the bottom of the pan, and we're gonna let that heat up. While we are waiting for the olive oil to heat up, I'm just going to mince my garlic. So once the pan is hot, we're gonna add in our onions and let that go for a bit. What's great too about this dish is that you can totally make this on a weeknight. It's a one-pot dish. Takes maybe 30 minutes to put together. You just use your canned beans, and it's really high in fiber and protein, so it's perfect. It's a perfect comfort meal for a weekday night. Also gonna add in my carrots now, because the carrots is what's going to probably need the most time cooking, and also that's why you don't want to cut your carrots too thick, because then they're going to be too crunchy. So my carrots and onions have been going for a while. I'm going to add in my garlic. Might as well add in the bay leaf as well. And we're going to let that go for about 30 seconds. We don't want the garlic to burn. I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And I'm going to add in our white wine. And we're gonna let the white wine go for a bit, like 3 to 4 minutes, just until we don't smell the alcohol smell. I'm gonna add in the chicken now. So the chicken has been cooking for 3 minutes, and now I'm gonna add in the tomato can. I'm also gonna add in my salt. And the cumin. And with the cumin, if you're not used to having a cumin in your dishes, start off with maybe half a teaspoon and then see how you like it in your meals. I guarantee you that you will love it. It brings such a great flavor to any dish. I've also added in the pepper. And we're gonna add in the chicken stock. I just dissolved some of the bouillon in hot water. I'm also gonna add in the beans, but I took 1/3 of a cup and put it in the immersion blender cup, and I'm gonna puree this later on and add it. We added in the beans. So now I'm gonna let it cook on medium for 20 minutes. And once in a while, you wanna stir it. Our chicken feijoada has been simmering away for 20 minutes. The carrots are almost done. The chicken is done. So now I'm gonna take some of the liquid from our feijoada and add it to the beans that we reserved. And we're gonna puree it. And this is gonna help thicken our feijoada. I'm also gonna add in the spinach. This is a whole container of spinach, and as you know, it's going to wilt down to almost nothing. We're gonna let it cook down for a bit. We're just gonna let it cook for maybe another minute or two because everything else is already cooked. Our chicken is cooked, the carrots are good. So we're just gonna let the spinach wilt for a little bit. I'm also gonna add in my parsley, and I'm just going to tear it apart like that. Just chop it up like that. No need to like mince it fine. And here we have our Feijoada de Galinha, our chicken bean stew. Traditionally, the feijoada is served over white rice. You can just also have it just like that. There's carbs from the beans and the carrots. It's a great meal. Serve it with a side salad. It's perfect for a quick weeknight meal. It's really high in fiber and protein. It's also great for meal prep. You can take it to work. It will last 3 to 4 days in the fridge. You can also freeze it and then bring it out for your meals. So now comes the most difficult part. Let's have a taste. I just love using chicken thighs in meals like this because I find that chicken breast sometimes tends to dry out when you cut it into pieces and cook it. And I find that that doesn't happen with chicken thighs. Pureeing the beans at the end with some of the broth really makes this a very creamy dish and really delicious. The carrots are perfect. The cumin adds such a great taste to this dish. I highly recommend you make this healthier version of feijoada. Let me know if you do. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.